Guys, you're back watching Octane Garage. We have got an exciting episode for you. I have been held up a little bit. These two that keep on taking my garage to play ping pong. Playing ping pong in the middle of my work area. We're gonna do a seat cover. We're gonna do a front tire on it. Get these two out of the way so we can get something done. Get rocking. So stay with us.
I can say anything?
This is how you fold it up. This is how you get them out of the way. So we can get some mighty moped work done. I feel like we'll just start, maybe we'll start with the front tire and then we'll work our way to the seat cover. I don't know. We'll see. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this front tire off. I've never done this before, so I don't really know exactly. I don't know exactly how to do it, but I'm thinking if I take this bolt out here, I'm hoping I can just slide that whole thing off of there. I'm gonna say this runs all the way through. I'm hoping I can leave this brake setup set up. We'll just slide the whole thing out. Should be fairly easy. I think we just loosen her up like this. Once I get it loose, I should be able to slide this bolt out. Slide this baby right off. Hopefully, I'm hoping all our brake stuff doesn't just fall everywhere and we end up losing it. Okay, I guess that piece has to stay on there though. Just like this. Slide our brakes out. The front brakes work, which is nice. Pads actually look good on it. Gonna have to remember our spacer goes on this side. So not a big deal. We'll set it on this side over here. Set this on this side. That's about the easiest tire I've taken off in a long time. Now we're gonna have to let some air out of this. We'll get this tire off. We'll get the new one on. We're gonna put it back on there and then we'll move on to our seat cover. Maybe you noticed, got me some new size 12s. That's right. I have Goodyear on them. Yeah. They're Goodyears. That's part of the reason I bought them. Anyhow, I made a mistake. I just messed up. I made a big mistake. The tire was on the rim. I set it on the seat. I took the tube out. I was very careful. Good to explain how I did it so everybody could see. I got the tube out. We saved the tube. It's still good, I guess. It's amateur hour today, I guess. I don't know. I never hit record. I did not record any of me taking the tire off. I'm not YouTube perfect, guys. I make mistakes just like the rest of you. I'm not going to put the tire back on so I can show you how I did it. If you want to see how I did it, you could watch my other video and take a look at how I did the back tire. I did it the same way. I set it right up on the seat there, pried it all off. Anyway, we got to move on. I goofed up, I messed up, it happens. But I did want to show you, and this is how I realized the camera was off. I came up to explain. We got a little rust inside the rim. We are going to clean that up real quick. We're going to put a little baby powder in here because I heard if you put baby powder in a rim, it helps save your tube. So we're going to toss a little baby powder around it. We're going to put our new tire on and we'll take it from there. Bob, quit playing in the baby powder. We got work to do. Okay guys, I found some baby powder. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of this into the rim. We cleaned our rim off the best we could. Put a little of this in the rim, put a little, just enough. It's just going to help keep that tube from sticking. The next time, if we ever have to take it off again, it helps to keep the tube, you can reuse it again. We got to grab our new tire. I think we should maybe get a little soapy water to put around this. I think that'll help it slide on there better. Should make things hopefully easier. If it's anything like the other tire we did, the back shouldn't be too bad. I know the back tire went real well. Or as well as a tire could go, I guess. Gets a little tough toward the end here. There she goes. All right. There it is. Okay, got one side on. Now, we gotta carefully throw a little baby powder on this tube too. Smear it around a little. Very carefully. Tuck her in. We want to try to make sure when we do, we don't want to get it twisted. And this maybe this isn't the best way to do it. It's just the way I know how. We just got to get it done. So we're going to do what we do. What I want to do now, I'm not going to put the bolt on the tube yet. But what I'm doing now is I'm tucking this tube into the rim. So hopefully, when I put that tire on, it'll be less chance of me pinching that tube. I think we got her in there good. Now we just got to take a screwdriver, pick a spot. I like to start away from the valve stem. No particular reason really. Makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about. Anytime I can sound like I know what I'm talking about, I try to do it. So then I worked my way toward the valve stem on that side. Now we're going to do the same thing this way. Work our way back around toward the valve stem. I think that'll work the best. And when you do it, if you can get your tire to fall down into that deeper part of the rim, it's going to make the rest of this tire go on easier. So I like to try to hold this part with one hand and have it all the way down in that rim as far as I can. Just going to give you more room to let the rest of this tire slide on there. And we've about got it right here. I almost think we can pop it on just like that. There we go. Okay. Now we want to try to just spin it so, well, let me bring her in a little closer here. If you see when I move the tire, look at the valve stem here, it'll move. So we want to get that lined up straight as we can. We also want to make sure we get our tire down in that spot very well, because it's going to want to push out in that spot where the valve stem is when we air it up. So now that we got that in there, I'm going to go ahead and put that bolt on there. We'll get some air in this thing. We got our tire filled up. We're going to put her back on now. So we got to get our brakes in here. No problem. This goes on the outside. No biggie there. We got a spacer. Can't forget about that. Slides in the rim just like so. Now we should be able to just slide it. It's kind of nice. It's got a little guide on there. So you can only do it one way, basically. Get her on there. We can bring it up just a little bit more. Right there it is, guys. We got our nut right here. Get our socket on here. Then we do the double ratchet. I don't really know how tight it's supposed to be, so we're going to do the right thing and just tighten it as tight as we can. Alright, I'm going to call that good. And our brake still works. And we won't know probably for a couple days if we pinched that tube. I don't think we did. I know, if you guys are laughing about my tan, I'm working on it. I know the legs are a little white. It is what it is. I got to get out in the sun more. And I'm not one to just sit out and tan. So that's done. We're going to move on. We're going to get the seat cover done. We're going to get the key. We'll get the seat out of here. The seat's in bad shape too. I mean, that's got some miles. I think the cushion's going to be okay. But the seat itself looks like she has a few miles on her. Looks like it's just one bolt to get that off. Just this bolt here. We'll pull the staples. We got a new seat cover for it, thanks to my brother for my birthday. If you saw the last video, you know all about that. If you didn't see the last video, maybe it's a good idea to go scroll down through there and check her out. We do appreciate everybody watching, supporting the channel. Because I like making these videos. And it's the fact that you guys watch that makes me keep making them. If nobody's watching, then I guess I would just do this stuff. I'm gonna put this bolt right back on here. That way I don't lose it, because I would lose it. I'd be looking for it and I may never find it. Who knows? I'm good at losing stuff though, I'll tell you that right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'll lose stuff. I'll lose my hat if it's not on my head. Or wait, how's that go? I'll lose my head if it's not on my shoulders. Maybe that's the saying I was trying to think of. Okay guys, we're ready to put our seat on. I had to run to town to get a staple gun because the other staple gun I had was not cutting it. As you can see here, it was just barely putting them suckers in there. So we got a good powerful air gun from the old Harbor Freight. So we got to get it in here, press her down, give her a shot. Look at how good that sunk. That's a beauty. So I'll have to sort that out in a minute. We're going to switch to the other side because we have to do the Anyway County stretch. We got to pull this thing. We'll give her a good stretch like this. There we go. The thing with the stapler is you really got to have that that safety pressed in there pretty well, or it doesn't like it. I'd like to get one more. There we go. Okay. Now, let's flip it over. See what we see. So it looks like we're going to need to stretch some more here. This corner could use a good stretch in there. So I say we start in the back. We'll stretch our way down these sides. So we know we need some here. See how loose that is? Let's give her a yank. And usually if you just get it up in your hands like this and go like that. And I know our foam was a little off there. Now we want to be careful. Yeah, that's going to get us a little too off center. Matter of fact, we need to pull it this way, I think, a little bit. So maybe we'll start on this side. Give her a little yank. Oop, losing some cushion there. Let's do this. We'll see how that looks. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now we'll get it sorted out, one stretch at a time. Right about there. Okay, not too bad. Our foam was a little messed up here, so probably going to not be 100% perfect, but we don't mind. We're just going to get it as good as we can. This stuff's kind of hard to stretch with this red stuff on there. Like a red plastic. I think she looks pretty good so far. I like it. Okay, we're going to keep on rolling. Give her a good stretch up here. Try to keep everything even. Good to stretch them fairly tight. But you don't want any weird wrinkles. Now let's take a look. Looks pretty smooth. A little wrinkle right there, but I think that'll come out once the heat gets it. Always watch your fingers. The last thing you want is a staple in the finger. I've yet to try that, but I'm sure it hurts. I'm thinking if we can get one right on that thing, right there would be good. Keep our fingers out of the way. I'd like to get one going right across that. Oh yeah, something like that. A couple extra long here is not going to hurt anybody. Plenty of staples, guys. I'm not scared. Don't want to be afraid to use a lot of staples. Get this baby good and secure. I like it. I think it's going to be a beautiful addition to an already fancy spree. Okay guys, we got our seat cover on. I put my bolt back in here, as you recall earlier, because I tend to lose things. So I thought that would be a wise choice. Bolting it on is pretty simple. Slides on like so. Get rid of this, a little bit of this. There it is. Look at that. I gotta say, I think that looks pretty nice. Almost a little too fancy for me. You know, I'm used to having just some old moped with a ripped up seat. Now, I'm riding in style. Oh yeah, new seat cover, new front wheel, new back wheel. Hey, nothing can stop us now. Nothing. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. If you like this type of stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers. With your help, I think we can do it. Thanks for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you.